In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a landing page and a lead capture page, sort of like having your own funnel right in Joomla itself without having to pay extra for those services that are offering stuff like that. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. And thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 32 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel. Thanks for your support of this channel. Thanks for tuning in. Everything is running great here this morning. And so the only thing that could go wrong is I'm waiting for a call from the government about my taxes. And if that happens, I'm going to have to just step away for a second. So funnels and lead pages or landing pages. You know, if you ever had someone ask you, oh, can you use Joomla to do a blog? There's just some things that happen in people's minds. They think, oh, blogging is for some special service that you have to pay for, and Joomla's for websites. Well, we know a blog is just a website, and so is a landing page. Basically, a landing page is just a very blank page with just limited information that's trying to get the attention of the person that you've driven to that page. You've maybe done it on social media, or you've put out some invitations or send out a campaign directing people to a page to sign up, so you capture the information so then you can communicate with them later on. And so you don't need to buy into a lot of those other systems that offer you a funnel and offer you forms to capture people and capture their information and be able to then later email them. You can do all of that in Joomla, and that's what we're going to look at today. So let's turn our attention over to the computer. There is, hey Rick, there in chat, my friend Rick from smartdrivetest.com. Head on over there if you're going to take your driver's license test or your training for a commercial driver's license. All right, here we are looking at the Basic Joomla Tutorials channel. Head on over to basicjoomla.com/giveaways. Enter this month's contest to win some great Joomla stuff. Now, we're going to log into the back end of the page here. Today, I'm going to be looking at looking at the key basic steps for doing this. Of course, so we're going to be using ACYmailing Starter, which is an email newsletter campaign tool, but you can also use it for capture, not just sending out newsletters, but getting people's information and then using those emails for communicating in other ways. There'll be a lot of setup to get ACYmailing Starter working, and we won't do that in the process here, but maybe we'll talk about it afterwards. So the first thing that you want to do in creating a landing page in Joomla is to have a blank instance of your template. So I'm going to use today the free template from JoomDev. I'll post all these links in the description of the video, and I will also try to remember to post them in chat here. Basically, we're going to download, and I've already done this, download and install JD Paris. It's a free template. Now notice here it says free school Joomla template. It's a school Joomla template because it has school pictures on it. A template is just really customized, but you know how it is with your sites. The pictures you put on it make it what it is. So you want to just go over to JoomDev, download this free template, and download it to your computer and install it. Or you're going to use a template system of your choice that will allow you to make a very blank version of things. Once you have that installed in the back end of your site, what you want to do is go and make a copy of it that is going to be just for landing pages. So here we have JD Paris right here. I'm going to click this, check this box that's right there, and then we're going to be duplicate. We'll click duplicate, and now we have JD Paris default 2. Let's go into that template right there and rename it. So we click, and let's just call this JD Paris landing page. We could just call it landing page if we wanted, but we will just keep that there with the template name. We'll save that. Now, hot on the heels of last week when we were doing the Joomla Tutorials autopsy, the next step is for us to strip out quite a bit of the things that are on this template. So here's template options. We will click on that. And then we're going to go to layout. Once the asteroid finishes crashing down there, we will go to the layout right there. And now I'm going to delete all of these sections. And let's see, I hit the garbage can, hit enter. I'm going to delete all of these for now, just as an example of, whoops, missed the click there. Just an example of we don't need a lot of stuff on here. Some of these things you might want to leave back in, but really, again, remember the landing page is simply intended to hold the information that you're directing people to get them to sign up for something. Let's leave asteroid section 5 here. Oh, let's leave 6 because that's my favorite number. All right, so I'm going to delete all of these sections. It's going to leave us with a very plain, very, very plain template, but that's okay. That's what we want. And so next, now that we've created that blank version there, emptied of everything, next we want to go and install ACYmailing Starter. And I just, for my first time ever yesterday, was looking at ACYmailing version 6. Let's post this link here. Rick says in chat, videos can be blogs too. Yes, they used to call them vlogs, but I don't know if that even took off. Well, I guess maybe vlogging still is there. All right, so here we are at ACYmailing.com, and you can click on download to get going here. Now they have a pop-up here, which is really cool. They have actually their own sort of pop-up landing page type thing, although of course this isn't a landing page. And you can enter your email and then download ACYmailing for Joomla, and they'll send you along a neat a system that shows the step-by-step campaign. We'll send you a step-by-step campaign helping you to manage their product. Or you can just download it directly. So there's two options that you have. I haven't quite looked at their step-by-step campaign yet, but we will, if you want to look at that, you can definitely do that. Once you have ACYmailing installed, you're going to want to do some very basic things. Let me find my way back into the back end of the site here. Let's go to administrator and log in. Yeah, Rick says use the closed caption of the video to make a blog different than a vlog. Yes, use the captions from your videos. You can use them for content, for readable content in your blog. All right, so here we're in the back end of the site here, and we've installed ACYmailing 6 Starter. And I'm just going to go right to what's the first thing that we want to do. I have my notes here. Install it, and then you want to configure it for sending. So let's go to configuration. And let's see, there's something happening in chat here. There you go. I'll show that. Now, the interface in ACYmailing 6 is very different than ACYmailing 5, and they are constantly rolling out new features every 2 or 3 weeks, I read on their site. So if there's something that's not here that you're used to in ACYmailing 5, keep your eye on things. But we're just going to use this basically for collecting things. You need to go in and create your, you set up things so that you're able to send mail from ACYmailing. And so here we are in configuration. You're going to put in your from name, your from email. You're going to put in how you're going to be sending out your email. So I always use the SMTP server. And you'll see that I have my server information for sending out through the mail server for my basic Joomla.com account. And I also create an email address for just sending this out. So I don't have to worry about putting my password in for an existing account. So you want to set up ACYmailing, and that's something we could talk about later on or another time, so that it will send. And you also, once you have that set up, and you can always send a test once this button in the top right to make sure you've got things right, then you also need to create a list. Now a list is basically a list of users that are going to get content for which they have signed up for. Now I created a list here, just called it test. When you go in and create this, you're going to, there's going to be a bunch of things that you want to set up to work on your landing page. And it will be, you're going to give it a name, you're going to add some subscribers, you're going to create a welcome email and an unsubscribe email, and set up a whole bunch of things. So let's just consider now, as we're setting up a landing page, this is, we're just looking at the tool that you need to use, because there's tons of things that you can set up in here. Once you have your list created, then the next thing that you're going to do is create a module so that you can, a sign-up module that you're going to be putting on your landing page. To do that, let's go to Extensions and Modules, and we will go New. And I'm just going to call this, first of all, we need to select the type of module, and it would be the ACYmailing subscription form. All right. Next, we'll give it a name. I'm going to call this landing page, and I'm going to leave the title showing just so that we have something there. The display mode. Now, this is really important because there's going to be so much, so much stuff not showing up on the landing page. We're going to want things nicely centered. And I found out in preparing for this live stream that if you use the display mode for ACYmailing of horizontal or vertical, then what you will see is it'll use a table, and it's very hard to get it to center. So go with table lists, and then you're going to select the list that when people sign up, they're automatically going to be subscribed to what list? Well, there's only one in there. We'll call it the test list, or well, it is called the test list. Now, if you're using ACYmailing more traditionally I would be more traditional use, newsletters, you could display other lists that you have here if you were trying to get people to sign up for multiple things. But right now, we're just creating a form that people can sign up in response to you directing them to the lead page. And basically, I think that is all that we really need to do here. Subscribe button text, instead of having it just say subscribe, you could say send me my subscribe and send me my list. Let's say you were sending out a list of a top 10 list of something, and this is the free thing you're offering people in exchange for signing up. All right. And basically, now here, if you're going to set up terms and conditions in the privacy policy on your site, here you will select what articles those are for them to see. The last thing that we really want to do, last thing we want to do now is let's create a module position that's not used anywhere else on the whole site. Okay, so let's call this lead. Landing hyphen page 1, and let's just follow my rules here. Don't use capitals, then you don't have to. It never comes into a problem if you ever go to do something and you forget whether it's capitalized or not. We'll hit enter. That's going to create that position, and now we're going to save this module. Okay, now next thing that we want to do, there's a couple of ways to approach this, and everybody will sort of have, oh, you could do it this way, or maybe you could do it that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that module right now, and I'm going to put it into an article, and then you'll see why I'm going to do that. So that will close. Let's go to Content, Articles. We'll open up a new tab. We'll make a new article, and I'm just, again, going to call it landing page. Once this opens up here, landing page, LAN. And now, down here in the article, all I'm going to do is put that module. At the bottom, you'll see there's a button here for inserting a module into your article. I think this is the stock. I think this is the base button that comes with Joomla. You could use Regular Labs modules anywhere as well for this tool. But so I'm going to click module, and I'm going to search for all my modules that have the word land in them. There's landing page. And now we have this code here that's going to insert that module in that page. I want this to be centered, so I will align center. And now basically I can go save. All right, so now we have an article with the sign up module inserted into it. So next, what we want to do is make it so that when someone goes to this landing page, the template, the blank template that we just emptied out, is assigned to that page. We want to assign that template to this page. And to do that, we're going to use an extension from Regular Labs called Advanced Template Manager. Let's go there, and I will paste that there. I crashed. Chuck says I crashed. Oh, am I back? Looks like we might have lost. Did we lose the stream for a little while? Oh, sorry about that. Hey, where did we crash at? And I will go back and just recap that little bit of information, just so that nobody falls behind. Sorry about that, everybody. Got a lot of. I would ask. All right, just a quick recap. We have created a new article called landing page and used the module button at the bottom of the editor there to cause the landing page subscribe module in ACYmailing to load in this article. Okay, and Rick says it was a momentary crash. Oh, about 8 seconds. Oh, okay, great. Well, we'll just keep pressing on then. So the next thing is to Regular Labs extension. I posted the link there. I'll post that again. Template Manager. So let's go close. And let's go to Components. And let's go down to Extension Manager. Do I have this installed? I think I have it installed. Advanced Template Manager. Yeah, it is installed. All right. So it's not coming up in my menu. I think maybe that's something that was not working for me. So if that's not coming up, what you can do is go into the Regular Labs Extension Manager, go to Advanced Template Manager, and click on the C for component. And now you will see, oh boy, that's not what I was looking for. How to link the template to the article. Yes. Okay, well, let's just figure that out. Default. Here is our landing page template. And now we are going to, yes, go into here. Now we're going to click on assignments. Okay, so just to recap, go to your list of templates, click on, so extensions and templates. Click on the template that you have emptied and you intend for your landing page. Click on there to view it, and then go into assignments. And then you can scroll down, and you can assign a template to many different things here using this tool. It's a great tool. But scroll down to Joomla content, and where you see articles, click on include, and then type look for the article you just made, and in this case it's landing page. All right, so what we're doing here is we're saying is that anyone who goes to the landing page, use JD Paris landing page template. Maybe I used landing page for too many things in this. Anyway, so we will save and close that, and now all that is left for us to do is go to our page and view it. Now I'm going to open up landing page here. Basically, I know that because the alias is landing-page, I should be able to go to basicjoomla.com. Let's do that right now. basicjoomla.com. And I'm going to go / landing page. And, okay, so that hasn't been generated, but make that work. I'm going to save this landing page as a copy. Make it an entirely separate page. This is just because of me setting up and practicing and trying to be prepared. Now, landing page 2, we'll save that. Now when I preview it, it should bring it up on the old template. Great, because now what we can do is go back into our template manager, go to landing page, and now we have to assign that template to the other article, which is landing page 2 that we created. We can just forget about landing page 1. We'll save that. The cache is clean. I use regular Labs cache cleaner to automatically change it. And now, too many tabs open here. Now we can refresh. And there we go. We have a very plain template there. And actually, the subscribe form is something is goofy happening here. What did we do wrong here? I've got main menu. This went so well when I practiced it and set it up. Load ACYmod landing page. Yeah. Oh, I forgot a step, which is this. Go into your layout of your template. Go to the position. So here we have asteroid section 6 position. This is I got off of my marks here, off of my notes. You need to change this module position to the unique one that you created. The unique one that we created for the sign up module. When we click this drop down, it'll come back to us here. Let's see here. What did I call that? I'll have to look back at the module and see. Let's go here. Let's close that. Extensions and modules. Landing page. Landing page 1 is the module position that we want to assign to that. Should be able to type landing page there. I've had this happen before. Actually need to refresh the page so it will load the positions because I've not refreshed it since. Even saving won't do that. Little fiddly stuff. There we go. I'm going to change this module position to landing page. And actually this is going to work out very nicely, and actually I just realized sort of makes the whole creating an article redundant, except you have to create the article so that you can assign the template to it and create the URL for it, and then this template gets applied to it. Save. Now we can refresh this page here. Okay, so we'll clear the cache. We'll clear this cache. And we'll go to this page and refresh. And we should get that module. There we go. There is our landing page, all nice and blank and ready with the form for people to enter in. Now, one thing I did forget to mention earlier was that in setting up ACYmailing starter, I also set up and registered my domain for Google reCAPTCHA Invisible. So this form is being captured by is being protected by Google reCAPTCHA, invisible reCAPTCHA. If I put an email in here, actually you're going to see it down beside my picture. So let me just turn that off. Down here behind where my picture is, watch for as soon as I turn off my, let's see here, I have to turn off my picture here, mute it. Let's see, webcam, this will make me disappear. I thought that would make me disappear. Well, trust me, down behind my picture there's going to be a sudden appearance of the Google reCAPTCHA terms and policy that pops in there. So there, everything is set up, and this is the landing page. So maybe at this point, let me just sort of recapture, regroup here, because things got a little wonky there. You install the template, wipe it clean so that you just have something plain. We are going to build this up in a second because that's obviously too plain. Then install ACYmailing starter, or if you buy one of the other versions with other features, install that and set it up by creating a list and setting up the information so that you can send out emails. There's lots of other things to do. Don't forget to set up invisible reCAPTCHA with Google, and you can set that up in ACYmailing, and then that way your form will not be abused. Having done that, then you're going to also create a subscribe module for ACYmailing so that someone, when they fill in the form, will be added to the list that you have created to collect the leads that people are when they enter and submit that form. And then you're going to go create an article, put the module, embed the module, the sign up module in the article, and then install Advanced Template Manager, and assign your blank template for your landing page to that article. Preview the article, which will work a lot smoother than it happened here because of my whole practice mess. Preview it, and then you will see that you have a URL that you can then use for your landing page. And then you will notice, though, that that article is not appearing because what is showing will be your template that is set up to just show that one module position. And so basically, here we are. We have the very, very basic core things that we need for a landing page. And this one happens to be called landing page 2 just because I had to save it and instead of fixing everything else that was in there. All right, so this is the core of what you want on your landing page. Now, of course, from here, you can build up your template and you can do all sorts of things that you want. So for instance, and maybe you won't have stripped your template so much. So if you have your template has your logo and your site name and has a footer and you want to use that, don't delete those parts. At this point, you can do a couple of things. Let's go back to the layout here. We could add a section here. And using Asteroid's grid system, which is really great, you can pick how you want it to be lined up. Let's just go with 12, which is right across. And now it's this section here. I'm going to drag it and put it up. And let's just rename this landing page header. Title landing page header. Header. And then we will go, we'll just save that. And now we need to put an element in this section. So let's add, now we could do a banner, a component, a message, or a module position. Let's do a module position. Although I haven't, before you do a module position, you need to assign a name to it. And we want to have its own name here. So I'm just going to back out of this for a second. Go to Advanced Module Manager. Let's create a new custom module. And so we'll go down to Custom. And now we'll give it a title. And we'll call this Landing Page Header Text. And the position type, let's just create that. Landing Page header text. All right, so that's created. And now we can put some content down here. This is content to show above the sign up form on the landing page. To show above the sign up form on the landing page. And you can, of course, here you can place images and all sorts of things. Let's just toss an image in there. What comes up here? What have we got here? Let's just toss that in there, and we'll center that, and we can make this heading to. But let's remember this position: landing page header text. We click save. We go back to the layout here. Now we need to refresh so that that new module position we just created will show up in here. And I don't think I saved these changes, so that means I'm going to have to create that section again. No problem. Drag that up there. And just give this the name landing page header. Save that. Now we add an element, which is the module position. And the module position is the one we just made, landing page header text, and go save. Now when we save that and clear the cache, and also clear the cache on the site, and we refresh, now our landing page looks like this. Now this is showing the title of the module, the modules, their landing page header text and landing page. So of course we could go in here and we could hide the title, and we could refresh. But basically you get the idea. The page is here and we're adding content, and you want to direct people to this URL. And of course this picture is too big, and this font is too big, and this the field for entering is very wide. You might want that a nice box and contained. You could do that in a number of ways. But basically, here we are in Joomla. We've used extensions that are readily available. All of them are free. And we've been able to make our own landing page in a way that works just like all of the other systems. When someone goes and fills out that field, and you can customize that form as much as you want, they'll sign up, you'll have their emails, and also ACYmailing, some of the more advanced pro versions, I think they go with like Essentials and Enterprise, you can run campaigns so that once a person is signed up, it will email them in a couple of days. It will email them information, and then you can also use that for reaching out to your leads in a number of different powerful ways. But basically, a landing page in Joomla is easy to do. You're just making a blank template and applying your landing page information there. It's a little bit involved, but you're now not paying however many dollars a month to a site that builds landing pages and collects things for you. You now have them running right on your site, and you're doing great branding because it's on your URL, and you can build from there. So I haven't looked at chat for just a little bit, and I'm going to go to there, and we will continue to talk about some of these things, and then I'll post the information for the Zoom call if you want to call or call in and use your voice, or you have questions to ask in chat. But for those of you that stuck with me, sorry for the little problems there earlier on, but that's what everything worked great up until I realized a couple of those things I didn't delete from practicing. But anyways, thanks for your support of this channel. I hope this was helpful. If you would like to see other tutorials on things you'd like to know how to do in Joomla, you can do it on a Watch Me Work live stream or make a tutorial for it. Please leave a comment below or email me. Email support@cybersalt.com, and that will help me keep track of things. But we'll just keep adding things to the channel out. And so we're not going away. We'll keep talking and looking at some specific things here and chatting in the chat room. But for those of you that have stuck with me this long through this, thank you very much. Enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless. And hello, everybody who's still staying around. Let me get this Zoom call pasted here for you. I was so proud of myself that I had that all practiced and set up. So in notes and everything, that's uncharacteristic for me. But there we go. Join with computer audio. If you want to come on here. If you want to come on here and chat, then here is the Zoom link. Great. And let's just go here. And what do we have in the chat? Yeah, Rick says yay. Yeah, we got that finally working. Look, I understand why some people, people that are new to, that are, I'm in a YouTube group, a couple of YouTube groups, and there's a lot of people that are trying to build a business and get going, and they have no experience with web pages, and they're buying into programs which aren't necessarily bad programs that tell them. Go here, use this service, create this funnel, do this and that, and they're spending a lot of money, and I guess it's sort of saving them time, although they're still set up with those things, in order to do a lot of things that you can just do in Joomla. And so, yeah, Mary says you're using ACYmailing 6 now. You didn't want to use your SMTP for a particular project and could not get Amazon SES to work, but success with Elastic Mail. Okay. Yeah, Amazon SES. I did use that once on a project last year that didn't work out for me. The project didn't work. But yeah, it was in order to get permission to send. It was tricky. And you didn't want to use your SMTP for a particular project. Yeah. That's why, as we talked about in the past, I have my clients, the ones that are doing mailing lists and doing mailings, they have their own unique IP because it protects them from getting blocked if someone else misbehaves with their sending mail, or they get hacked, or they give up their password. And it also protects everybody else if that client does it. And then it's not too bad to use the SMTP. And like if you saw that earlier, what I did was I just create a mailbox that with a password. It's a good password, and I use that to send mail out from the accounts. Rick says it's refreshing to see things go the way they usually do for you. For him, yes, you mean in the live stream. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Oh, man. Anyways, I won't go on and on about how prepared I was. But yes, ACYmailing 6 is pretty cool. I'm probably going to switch over to it soon. I noticed, and Mary, you've probably seen this already. Let's just close here. In ACYmailing 6 is really great for starting out with step-by-step. This is this, do this, move and do this. Move to this step and set things up. And the drag and drop, exactly. That is just what I was going to talk about because I only saw this yesterday. So let's go to templates. And see, here's the teasers up here, or tips. You can create a template with our drag and drop editor. You can also create a template from scratch with a simple editor. All right, so done. So let's create a new template. Drag and drop editor. Yes, please. Because their old template system for newsletter templates was kind of, it was very confusing. So anyways, we've created one here. So I'll just stick with test. And what's the subject always going to be? So I would put something like test mailing, and then I put in something that I can change later on. So I'll go number 001. And the type. Is it a welcome email, unsubscribe, or it's just standard? Okay. And these are actually your templates for your emails as well. So I'm going to save. And now we can edit the template. And then here we go. Do you want to put in 2 rows at the top? Drag this over. There they are. What do you want to have in those 2 rows? Do you want to have an image? Drag it over, select your image, and insert. Now that's pretty big. So what can we do? We can just resize how it appears right there. Excellent. What do we want in this here? Let's put the follow stuff. And you can set up your links for Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Google+ is dead. In New Testament Greek, it's tu necrou, I think, of the dead. Okay, so let's see. That did not delete. So we'd have to, that's probably something that needs to be manually done, or just a little bug there. And this is, ACY6 is still being developed, so might be something. But look, you can add other things here. You have other icons that you can add. It's just really, really nice. All right, so this is our section here. Can we add more to this section here? Can we add a video? No, we can't, because this is the only thing added in there. All right, but down here we have a section across. Let's go and add a video. Now, if you can embed a video URL that can be watched inside of a newsletter, I will be very, very happy about that. Let's see. Let's find a URL. Let's find a URL for this. Channel analytics. I need to go to YouTube, and I'm going to go to my channel, and then I'm going to, hey, look, I'm live right now. Let's do yesterday's video. We'll copy the link address for that. We'll put that in there. We'll go Control V, and we will load. And there is, we'll go Insert. And that is the thumbnail for the video. And I'm going to guess that that is actually, if I check the link, it links to it. Wow, that is nice. Because one of the challenges in newsletters is you can't embed a video in the newsletter so that people can click and play, because your email program's not set up to do that. At least a bunch of them aren't. I can't think of any that are, although maybe Gmail might. But then, so as a hassle, you always had to go and get the thumbnail and put it in, and have that be an image, and yada yada yada. But there's a great way that you can just put the video in there. All right, so what else can we do with this section here? All right, well, let's add another section here. Look, we can put 4 columns in down below, and again, we can put look at this. We can put a Joomla article. In fact, let's change that. I don't want 4 articles there. Let's just put a wide one and a sidebar, and then we will take an article and put it there, and we're going to insert the article. What will we look for? We have to, let's see, how are we going to find, search for it, right? Here's all of our articles here. Let's search for a giveaway, and give away. No, it's not showing there. The filtering is not working that way, so let's look in all the giveaways folder here. All right, something is not working here, so let's just close that and bring that up again. Okay, so we'll get all of our titles down here. It looks like it'll only search from the beginning. So if I search for APRI, no, that's not working either. All right, well, something that needs to be done there. Let's go article, and we will scroll down. At least it's putting the newest one at the top. Well, let's just go down to this article using the log folder location. And here we have our tags. So we want remember, this is how you used to put tags into your mailing before. You inserted tags from the top. It's clickable title, yes. You want the content, you want the category to show, you want the read more. Truncate the text after number of characters, display pictures, yes. Resize, yes. Display the normal size. And then we can go ahead and insert. And there you get the code for the actual article. So, okay, that's cool. So let's just save this here, apply those changes. And now I still have, let's go back to edit. Still have at the bottom here these 4. And what do we have here? I would like to delete that. Now, is that what I do? I delete and apply. Looks like it's still a few things. Yeah, no, it's still there. It's still there. So anyways, I do like this system a lot better than their other system because putting in the blocks and everything, and I imagine that this is going to be mobile friendly. I do like it. Obviously, there's still some things for them to work on. And up here we have previewing for the width. This is what it would look like on a phone. And up here is what it looks like on if someone's reading it on their screen. Yeah, so it is pretty cool. There's a lot of things in here I need to check into before I move some of my clients over, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. When it first came out, I didn't like it because I'm a grumpy old man. I don't like change. But as I sort of fell my way into it, because I have a client that wants a landing page for a thing, program, not a program. What are those things called? Anyways, promotion that they want to run. And so I don't want to teach them ACYmailing 5 and then tell them in a couple of months, now use ACYmailing 6. It's easier for them just to figure it out on this new system. And we can work around with whatever issues are going on. Let's just check settings here. Background color for the template, margin, your fonts, social icon. You can, I like this too, I saw this. You can add your custom style sheet for what you want to be added into your newsletter template. So yeah, it's good. I like it. I like it very much. Looking forward to using it more. All right, so landing pages. What else? What else do we need to talk? Let me just check my notes here. Anything else that I need to look at? Automation. Let's just change this here. Automation. Oh, look, I got save up here as well. Automation is going to tell me that it's only available in the higher version. Yeah, I'll leave this here. Automation. It's an upgrade to your version ACYmailing Enterprise. Yeah, that's the automation, which is when someone signs up after 2 days or 3 days, you can send them an email saying, hey, it's been 3 days since you signed up and we sent your list. Did you get it? Do you have any comments about it? Oh, by the way, while I'm talking to you, we're having a sale on such and such. So that's, again, how just for managing campaigns. And remember, in ACYmailing 6, if you use 5, there are no more newsletters per se, like when you create a newsletter to send out to a list. You now have, they're all campaigns. A campaign is a newsletter, which makes sense. So you might have a campaign that you send out once and you're doing nothing with. So there you go. That's what you do. Create a newsletter. And here you can start from scratch. You can start from this template that we just made here. And there we go. You can add dynamic text to your email. So there's some things in here. You could put the person's name or their email address. And you'll see here, this is why I put 001 in there, because you can always change it to a different edition number. Tags, a campaign name. Here's the mail that we set up, which you can still edit. Of course, here is the article, the tags for the article that we selected. And so I think here we go save. Let's see what else we have up here. Yeah, save and continue, campaign name, test. And then you can pick the recipients you want to send to everyone who's on this list. That's cool. And save. Then your send settings, who and from and everything, which you already have set up. When do you want your mail to be sent out? Now, or if you have a different version, you can schedule it. And oh, look at that! Set the date. Okay. It's interesting that says that it's scheduled. Oh yeah, to use that feature, you need ACYmailing. Yeah. Okay, this is for the safe check to see if how deliverable your email is. I think it checks through your email and looks at the words and see if anything's going to get flagged. And you can send a test to yourself. And it was sent. You know, this is pretty much me just playing around here. I wasn't planning on doing a review of this. Let's see on this screen here. Let's see what my test mail looks like. There it is. Let's open it up. Let's bring this over. And there's my test mail that I sent out. And when I click on this, it'll take me right to YouTube. Now, if you were embedding a video, you could create a link after they have the image there. I think you might be able to change the link to go to your web page if it was there. And then here is that article that I picked, remember? And we had just a skinny column down here. And I said to show the whole thing, not just the read more. And let's see, the login folder is a great place. Oh, maybe this, and this is a different font. That might be something I need to look at in my site. And then we have those 4 squares. But you know what? That looks pretty good. Just for that little effort playing around, just getting a bit of a template together. Very, very cool. All right. Well, let's move this back over here. And then you can save and continue. And I'm surprised that I can actually schedule this, because this is the basic version. And I can save as a draft. And why did it, what if I don't want it as a draft? What if I want it to go out? Okay, went back to the beginning here. Summary. Add recipients to send this campaign. Oh, I have to add recipients. Who are they here? Okay. I added recipients. Does it remember that? No. Campaign will be sent to 0. Might be because I have nobody on that list. All right. Well, something to continue to play around with. I do like this, though. I'm over my old man grumpiness about it. I like this layout. And these features, and I'm sure that they'll have other things that are happening there. All right, well, anything else that we can talk about or cover today? Or what's going on for you guys where you are? Because I think that's pretty much it for me. I'm going to have to try to edit and fix some of that little glitchiness there that happened before. But there you go. That's live streaming for you. And but anyway, so thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for tuning in this morning. And thanks for your comments in chat. Give the video a like if you don't mind. That would be great. It'll help other people find it. And we'll keep going from there. So, I think that's it for today. That's a wrap. Mary, you're welcome. Chuck, you're welcome. See you later, Rick. Others of you that are out there listening and lurking, it's always good to have you here. And thanks for your support of this channel. Enjoy your Joomla sites. God bless.